And good day to all of you. I am grateful to share my knowledge today along with my company, Carmela Dagoy and Mary Cristomonan. Today we're going to talk about Module 5 Digital Technology and Social Change. So let me just go ahead and share with you the objectives. So our objectives for today is that at the end of the lesson, the students will be able to explain the role of ICT in social change, identify the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and imminent threats of the digital age, and lastly, articulate basic but fundamental definitions of complex issues and dynamics that humans encounter every day, such as technology, social progress, development, and digitalization. But first, for us to be able to begin a formal discussion, let me just introduce you to the digital age. Digital age is also known as informational age. It is a period of when computer and internet were introduced. Rapid shift from traditional industry to computerization all the way to artificial intelligence, which brought by industrial revolution. It enabled people to communicate information easily and rapidly. It became prevalent and widely used around the world. House chores and jobs are getting automated with the help of machines. So yeah, that is right. Especially in developed countries, they use mostly automations in getting jobs done, like mostly um, applied in manufacturing plants where because machines are more precise compared to of humans, and mobile phones became very useful in every areas of life in education, entertainment, jobs. Yes, this is true, especially in education. Yes, I totally agree in education because what we are doing right now, we are using a mobile phone to shoot to share our knowledge about this topic. And digital technologies have radically changed the way people work, consume, and communicate over a short period of time. So this is totally true, especially nowadays that we have social networking sites that is very useful in encouraging, especially in expressing our thoughts, which can be very persuading to other people, encouraging them to pursue this, pursue that things. Yes, and in most cases, we see advertisements in social media that are quite compelling to us that we should consume those products, since most of them are tailored for us to be able to get interested in them. And also during this pandemic, the work from home is becoming prevalent. Yes, the digital technology have became useful nowadays, because employees nowadays can perform their job out of the office the same as they do inside the office. The ICT and its role in social change. ICT has a power to transform society. ICT is defined as a group of interrelated technologies for accessing, processing, and disseminating information. It is a system of electronic network activated through a complex hardware and software system linked by a vast array of technical protocols. ICT has been used to embrace technological innovation and emerging information and communication, transforming our world into information or knowledge societies. The development of society mostly depends on the access of information. It is greatly eased the flow of information and knowledge, offering the socially marginalized community an extraordinary chain to attain their own rights socially, economically, educationally, and politically. So ICT is a very crucial in changing our society, especially that we are a poorer country. Though we are poorer, but we will be able to access information coming from those countries who are advanced than us, in a way that ICT has helped us access those information. It has been very helpful, especially during the times that we need new research papers or new ideas that are coming from them but are not, or but is rarely studied here in our country. So yes, it can also transform our society, especially that the way we write or the way we express our feelings or anything in this digital world where anyone can share it around the world, yes, we can persuade or we can do an effect on them. In addition to that, ICT helps our society to open a fresh passageway for transforming the way we live, work, learn, communicate, and it also provides a strategic opportunities of diverse and significant social and economic benefits to people across the globe. It also enables financial inclusion through e-commerce and allows people to connect with millions instantaneously. So this is totally true, especially in e-commerce where like for example the Amazon, which operates worldwide, it can connect to its potential consumers around the world with just a click. And social change refers to a transformation of culture and organization structure over time. So as we remember during um, our previous years, so we were also encouraged to share our identity to other people or other side of the globe for them to be able to recognize who we really are, and in that way we can influence them and they can influence us also because they also share our um, their culture to us. For there are many examples of this. For example, in gestures, we we know gestures that are coming from them that are adapted also here in the Philippines. A society is never static, and that of a social, political, economic, and cultural changes occurs constantly. So this is true that nothing is changed but permanent, even in social, in the way we behave, political, economic, and also in culture. We change the way we conduct our everyday lives. Okay, the first role of digital technology in society is entertainment. The world of entertainment is constantly evolving. Digital broadcasting has completely changed the way we experience radio and television. Cinema can be found in the comfort of your home through applications such as Netflix, iFlix, etc. We get entertained by the content that we see on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Computer gaming has also been important influence in the development of graphical interfaces. Is that it is also is at forefront of changing the production and distribution of music. There are so many technologies that we use for entertainment that arise in the digital age. So, yes, digital age is very useful to us, especially that it entertained us a lot, especially in most younger generations where they use mostly of computer gamings, which is I found it interesting because they spend their time on them, and there is also a lot of changes in them, not just year by year, but it's just instantaneously there are changes, and these changes is very helpful in all endeavors in humans, especially in sciences where they have to use a very good graphic to show a to be visually understandable. Okay, the boom in business is mostly due to digital technology. So, digital technology empowers people to share knowledge and advice instantaneously and set up an online shop or website at a low cost, dramatically lowering the barriers to starting a business. So, this is totally true, especially in areas where a business can't be able to build their infrastructure to give service to their customers, and through digital age those companies are able to communicate or reach their potential consumers through online shops. Yes, and ICT maturity is closely linked to economic growth, and yes, it is closely intertwined with economic growth, especially that we will be able to sell products, and this is a crucial part in gig economy. And ICT helps to increase the productivity in business with the use of social media platforms for marketing and promotion. So ICT is very helpful, especially in um, determining your target consumers, because most of the time the way we use our social media are mostly recorded, and they use that information, they use this data to guess what would be the next trend. And the use of website now allowed companies to develop new and cheaper ways to offer customers with opportunities of buying goods and services at their convenient time and enhance the level of customer service. So this is totally true, especially that we all know in chapter 1 that um, information and communication technology is the cheapest way for us to be able to communicate, and we were now able to give a full service to our customer at a very short time, and they will be able to communicate with us instantaneously. And also, it has made the social impact affordable, social impact scalable, and enables new ways to connect and engage with local communities. Yeah.
So, I'm the next reporter, and my topic is the rule in education, where the benefits from ICT in education is that technology is a necessity in today's classroom environment, where the technology is the impact of teachers, trainers, learners, researchers, and the entire education society intermediaries. And technology is the best way to learn, where the trust is upon enhance student to access and to develop the student autonomy. So it assists teachers and help explain core content, concepts, and addresses misconceptions. It acts as a stimulate and foster analytical thinking and interdisciplinary studies. It networks a learner with a peers and expert and develop collaborative atmosphere, where it displays the role of guide and mentor by providing tailor-made instructions to meet individual needs, and it it is effective learning environment. And next is online learning facilitates learning through digital move. With the help of multimedia, it enhances effectiveness of teaching learner and hence prove crucial for early learners, slow learners, and differently able learners. And modern ICT tools not only deliver the content but also replicate formal learning experience via virtual learning. You can contact your teacher, your professor, and trainers, and to communicate them by your studies and your activities. And next is uh, e-learner or online learner. So what is e-learning or online learning in ICT? In education, the ICT allows for new ways of learning for students and teachers. E-learning or online learning is becoming increasingly popular, and with various and unprecedented event unprecedented events taking place in our lives. This does not only open opportunities for school to ensure that students have access to curriculum materials whilst in the classroom, but also allows them to ensure students outside the classroom, such as at home or even in the hospital, can learn. Next is ICT brings inclusion. ICT in education is of such that students in classroom can all learn from curriculum material. Students with special needs are no longer at a disadvantage, as they have access to initial material, and special ICT tools can be used by students to make use of ICT for their own educational need. Despite this, it opens us new issues related to the digital divide and providing access to ICT tools and resources for those who are less fortunate. Next is ICT promote higher order thinking skills. This is one of the key skills for the 21st century, which include evaluating, planning, monitoring, and reflecting to reflecting to name a few. The effective use of ICT in education demands skills such as explaining and justifying the use of ICT in producing solution to problem. Students need to discuss, test, conjectures, the various strategies that they will use. Next is ICT enhance the subject learning. It is well known these days that the use of ICT in education adds a lot of value to key learning areas like literacy and numeracy. Next is ICT use motivation learning. Society demands for new technology has not left our children and their needs. Children are fascinated with the technology and it encourages and motivates them to learn in the classroom. Next is ICT in education improve engagement and knowledge retention. When ICT is integrated into lessons, students become more engaged in their work. This is because technology provides different opportunities to make it more fun and enjoyable in terms of teaching the same things in different ways. As a consequence of this increased engagement, it is said that they will be able to retain knowledge more effectively and efficiently. Next is ICT use encourages collaboration. It says here that you just have to put a laptop, iPad, or computer in the classroom to understand how this work. ICT naturally brings children together where they can talk and discuss what they are doing for the work, and this is on open up avenues for communication, thus leading the language development. So, ICT in education is the important of a student engaging with this ICT, and it is important for the student to engage with it and to learn the ICT because we are here in the 21st century and we need the skills to develop it and improve their attainment levels and prepares them for an integrated society dominated by ICT developments so that they learn the nation of using ICT as a tool for the lifelong learning. So if we put a lot of truth into our planning, we will notice a higher degree of engagement, and this can lead to the development of 21st century skills such as complex thinking, creative problem solving, and collaboration. In technology integration in the classroom is an instructional choice by us, the teachers, and should always involve collaboration and deliberate planning. So next is jobs and earnings. The digital economy also fundamentally changes the nature of work for many people. With fewer jobs exerting physical demands on workers, but more job placing an emotional strain on these workers. New jobs in ICT and in other sectors become unavailable. So it says here Digital technology can be destroy jobs and risks of automation, where some places that they don't need a people to deliver a food like in Jollibee, they deliver using technology where the robot deliver the food, and so many people lost their job. And so here's the three global drivers responsible for the increase in ICT related jobs worldwide. First, greater connectivity. More than 120 countries now have over 80% market penetration of mobile telephones. Second, digitization of more aspect of work. Today, telecommuting and all sources have become standard business practices globally. And the third one is more globalized skills. In India and Philippines have become major outsource hubs thanks to their English language skills, and other countries are targeting the sector for future growth. And next is ICT create opportunities but also pose new challenges for workers and employers. By enabling new forms of work, ICT also change the structure of jobs, the way people develop their career, and the way they work. Many ICT-enabled jobs are temporarily or contract-based, for example, leading to a separation of work from social safety nets, such as health insurance or pensions. But for young people, especially, they are offered a way into more formal careers as well as providing a supplementary income. Next is ICT also support innovation that has created new, more flexible forms of employment and work. First is online contracting. Online contracting uses ICT to increase access to the work opportunities worldwide, mainly for smaller employers. Popular services include Audix and Elance. In 2012, about 2.5 million jobs were posted in these services, for tasks ranging from writing to customer service to software development. Second is microwork platform. Microwork platform break down large business processes into smaller discrete tasks such as data entry, verification, copywriting, or graphic design, and distribute them to workers across geographic boundaries. Next is ICT in health. If you use computer for many hours, people often to do at work, there are some health issues that might affect us or affect people. Here, digitalization can affect people health status. Through the emerge of new physical and mental health risks and through its impact on the health care delivery system. Next is health risks associated with the digital transformation, include mental health problems associated with extreme use of digital technology, especially among children and teenagers, and crowding out of another activity such as physical exercise. Nowadays, children are a lot of time in gadgets, and it can affect of their health. One of the news I heard and see, the children can lose their appetite in eating. So they will uh, they can feel seizure and or they can take a migraine of it. Next is healthcare delivery is also affected by new digital technology such as electronic records, new treatment options, telecare, telecare and teleconsultation. An important aspect of digitalization concerns that production and use of medical data to improve the effectiveness and efficiency of health system. Now, ICT can also help us in uh, uh, to know our pressure and uh, and other things. Next is here's the health effect of ICT. One health issue that occur after using computer for a long time is eye strain or tiredness of the eyes. This is caused by looking at the monitor which is constant distance away. The muscles that focus your eyes do not move so so get tired and painful. Eye strain can also could cause headaches that too much looking in the monitor we can feel uh, dizzy and to to prevent this problem is we should look away from the monitor at regular intervals. Refocus on distant or close object to exercise through muscle in the eyes. So we need to not to focus on digital uh, or laptop. We cannot focus or in the gadget. We should be not focused. So and next is or you can use anti-glare filter to monitor to cut down or screen reflection that can also tire the eyes. The next is on back and neck ink. Many people suffer from back and neck pain after working at the computer for a long time. This is usually due to them having a bad sitting posture. So, in you see the picture that so we need to sit properly so that our back and neck can't hurt or it cannot be pain. So it says here that it is used an adjustable ergonomic chair and take time to sit it properly. The computer keyboard and monitor should be at the correct height for for the seated person. Next is take regular breaks. So we should take regular breaks. We need to get up, walk around, or stretch our arms to not feel numb so that it cannot feel pain or hurt. And next is repetitive, repetitive strain injury in wrist and hand. Any repeated movement, same movement over and over again, can result a health problem called repetitive strain injury. In particular, typing and using a mouse for a long period are common cause of RSI in the wrist, and it is often called carpal tunnel syndrome. Next is a stream of use digital technology may have negative mental health effects where it can effects of the mobile phone, video games and the pervasiveness of ubiquitous screen where The mental health of the children and teenager have drawn significant attention in the public debate because they may present risk of addiction. Next is extreme internet use. Children who spend more than 6 hours on the internet outside of school is becoming more common among children and teenagers, with the spent online by 15 years old increasing by about 40 minutes. And next is ICT can help bridge the information divide that have emerged in the health sector in developing and new industrial countries and in other low research and settings between health professionals and the communities they serve and between the producers of health research and the practitioners who need it. Through the development of database and other application, ICT also provide the capacity to improve health system efficiencies and prevent medical errors, where it proven that track record in designing, implementing effectiveness and prevent medical errors. Uh, it it is proven that designing and implementing award-winning ICT for health program it recognized programs that use ICT innovation to benefit people, society, and environment. In building the ICT capacity and infrastructure at over 160 hospitals, clinics, medical universities, and other public health organizations, including access to online research, telemedicine, database, and information system, develop community outreach and education website design, and distance learning. And that's all of my report, and thank you.
Changes, um, there will be new goods that will be produced, and also there will be also new techniques that people will be using, and the development of new technical knowledge can be defined as the growth of the new technique that can produce goods and services at a lesser cost of production. And the process of growth of technical knowledge can be divided into the following steps. We have here, first step is the formulation of scientific principles. The second is application of these principles to give technical problems. The third and the last one is the development of technical inventions to the point of commercial exploitation. The first stage, which is the formulation of scientific principles, is what we call the advancement of our scientific knowledge. And the second stage, which is the application of these principles to give technical problems, is the application of this knowledge to some useful purposes. And the last stage, which is the development of technical inventions to the point of commercial exploitation, is the commercialization of invention, which is called innovation. This has a great significance in the process of our development, or the development of our society. Schumpeter has distinguished between invention and innovation. In invention, it implies the discovery of new techniques, or in invention, it is where many things or other things are being invented or being discovered. And while in innovation, It is the practical application of invention in production for market. So innovation is the act of application or is the act of application is the act of applicating the invention for production in the market, and it may be called commercialization that originates from scientific advancement. The difference between invention and innovation is that invention is the scientific fact, while innovation is the economic fact. Inventions are carried by the investors, large capital investment at every stage, as it needs not only scientific attitude but an attitude of the community and an entrepreneurial skill of high order with the ability to understand the possibilities of employing scientific incentives. Good evening once again. The last topic that we are going to discuss today is all about the theories in technology. And in the theories in technology, we have three different theories, which are first, the technological determinism, second, social constructivism, and lastly is the technological change. First, the technological determinism. In this theory, it is said that our culture, our values, and the social structures in our society that we are experiencing or facing as of now is being shaped by that technology. The technology has a great impact on us because technology has the control over the society or what every people do on their society and over our human actions or in everything that we do in our culture and also in our values. Also, technology has a great influence in human thoughts and actions. According to Wiener, technology is not a slave of the human, but rather us humans are the slaves to technology because we are forced to adapt the technological environment around us. Some people are not much of a technological person, but they are forced to adapt the technology because of what they can see in their environment, or which we can say they are following, they are following the things that are trending in their area or in their environment. The next theory is the social constructivism. Social constructivism is a great opposite of technological determinism because in the technological determinism, technology plays a very important role in that theory. But on the other hand, social constructivism believes that us humans plays the main role in shaping technology rather than technology shaping society. And it believes that technology does not determine human actions, but rather human action shapes the technology because of our curiosity to create something or our curiosity of creating another things. Many technologies are being upgraded or many technologies are being made or being shaped because of us humans. And it is said here that technology does not determine human actions, and it is a great opposite of the technological determinism because in technological determinism it is said there that the technology has a great control over us over our society and human actions and etc. And also, because of our curiosity, our hunger to expand, and the need to do things efficiently drives us to create these technologies. And because of, as I said a while ago, our curiosity to create something, our curiosity to experiment some things, we can create technology. And I agree in this theory because if not because of us humans, technology is nothing. Because of us humans, technologies will not be made. Will not be made. And also, we humans are the great creator of technologies. That's why I agree in the theory social constructivism that humans has the main role in shaping the technology that we have right now. Lastly, the technological change. What is technological change? Technological change simply means that it is the technical knowledge used in the production of capital and machinery. The various changes in technology leads to an increase in the productivity of labor, capital, and other production factors. An example, I will give you an example of technological change. An example for this is in farming, many farmers way back in the past uses carabaos in farming or in maintaining their field, but as of now, many farmers uses machineries or tractors for them to be able to make their work more faster or make their work more easier than usual. And also by using machineries or by using tractors, they can increase their productivity of labor, their capital, because if farmers uses machineries, they can create or they can provide many products because machineries or technologies makes their work easier, as I said a while ago. And also the capital and other production factors. Technological progress comprises of creation of skill, new means of production. As I said a while ago, new means of production is the farmers using machineries or tractors, new uses of raw materials, and the widespread use of machinery like tractors and any example of machineries that we people use nowadays to make our work more easier than usual. Technological changes